This edition sees a visit to the Leikvin Viking Festival, some very serious stunt flying, a pretty horrendous car fire, and much, much more. As with so many journeys in Norway, this involved a long tunnel. This one going into Sunndalsøra seemed exceptionally long. To get to the festival, all you needed to do was follow the 70. So following the 70 road was no difficulty at all, and arriving at the festival was easy. This is one of the most awesome places in Norway. The valley has on both sides enormously high waterfalls. In fact, on one side I think it's the 4th highest in the world. The museum itself hosts the annual Viking Festival, and people come from all over the country. Not only do they take part, but they spend a great deal of time and effort in trying to make everything authentic. The non-authentic equipment is kept well hidden. The blacksmith is from Poland, and his miraculous forge made with clay, which he digs up himself from his own patch of land, is pretty impressive. He made some very nice stuff while he was there. I understand he was a teacher and then took this up. He sold a great deal of equipment. Some of these pieces are very hard to find too, in particular the chair ads. Latvianske ikke høres. Here you can get a brief glimpse of my stuff, and then more of our wonderful minstrels. All of a sudden, there was my friend Sven Helvig and his companion from Molde. Hey Sven!
Ja. Jeg vet ikke om det var den høyeste, en av de høyeste fossene her i.
Jeg har hørt det, ja.
Ja, det stod på skiltet der, jeg husker ikke akkurat. Men nummer 4 i verden, fritt fall.
Cool.
Og en annen var nummer 8. Eller om det var Norge, nei, jeg tror det var.
On Saturday night we had a feast, and this was how the food was cooked. A very hot fire with stones on top and then earth laid on top of that, and several hours later it was cooked to perfection. The meal was delicious. After the meal we had Viking games. Some of the games were pretty, how should you say, raunchy. Yes, that would do. On the last day, Marina and Reidar appeared, and here is a little snip of them with Eli Karin.
Han har dagboka si, han.
guy.
On the way back, I passed this rather beautiful sight. The house here, very old and falling in repair, and the boat's been there for quite some time. You can see by the greenish tinge to it. Another dream, somebody just like me repairing the boat and taking some time over it. Annual parade of the 17th of May. This is down at the local school. As you can see, much of the many Norwegian traditional costumes in evidence, and people having a good time. And here is my house, as you can see, bedecked with the national flag. Something made me look out of the window, and all of a sudden I saw a very large white-tailed eagle fairly close to the ground. I thought something is going on here and fetched the camera. There were two eagles. This one came extremely close to me, something like 30 feet away. As it passed by, I could actually hear the wind in its wings. The other one was having a conversation with a crow. Well, in fact, the crow, just a little bit like a cat, it suddenly decided that it was going to play with this eagle, and so it started tweaking the eagle's tail. If the eagle had got hold of it, I think that would have been a very quick end, but nonetheless it was fascinating to watch. From this video you can get some idea of the massive size of this bird. Crows aren't small, but when you look at the eagle... What are they doing? Poor old eagle. This nasty little crow taking every opportunity to tease and tweak, just like children or a cat. He's teasing you. He's teasing him. Finally, the crows had enough. Stronger tactics are called for. Blue potatoes for supper. Last episode I showed you the drawers I'd made. This is just making the knobs and showing you what they look like when they're done. I usually get knob making down to about 3 minutes per, and this was just a little bit more. The material is sapele. The lathe is a coronet major. I bought new. Ooh, that must have been 83, 84.
47, 52.
I am extremely attached to this lathe. The tool rest doesn't budge. The electrics, I've not had to do anything to them at all since new. I've had one new set of bearings and the machine has been used a great deal.
Nice.
Several hundred hours.
$15.1. That's perfect. There we are, one finished.
More bonfires, this time just a little bit of plastic included. I had a little word with some politicians, and apparently there is now in motion a action which is going to change the need for farmers to burn plastic in the area. Let's hope this is true. Absolutely perfect day for long lining. Yes! That won't do. Ugh. Just over there. Fuck you. There you are. There's my boy. First one. More long lining and more halibut. This time I put out 5 long lines, and I'm not sure I really want to do it again. The work is quite hard and takes a lot of effort for not that much gain. I am not that good a fisherman. Bright orange cod are just a little bit unusual. This one was interesting to say the least. Ja.
En tarmod?
Nei. Tarmod er rød, den er gul. Sometimes you see something which says something. I'm not sure what this says. It says something about the horse, about the area, but I think it's quite beautiful. Next year's firewood. Well, some of it, anyway. Excellent. First flowers of spring. This is just awesome to me. The white of the flowers, the dandelions in front, the house. It's just utterly beautiful. More of my stone coffee table. Roundup keeps on disappearing from the local shops. Hopefully there will be a ban.
Well, that tank is going to go any minute.
Coming back from Leikvin, there was a lot of smoke and I thought, oh, somebody's burning rubbish again.
That's one tire.
Then I saw this car on fire. As you can see, the lithium batteries were exploding. Those gentlemen were extremely close to the fire and it was quite impressive. The carving restoration is near completion, as you can see. Took a while to completely understand what I had to do, but when I did, it was very gripping.
It's beginning to take shape nicely.
This is another job I was asked to do for a foundry to copy this carving. For me, this is just fascinating, in particular this one, because it's based on mathematic principles.